There he is. I told you he was eating.
All right, guys, we are actually live, and you are tuned in to our Monday night Unit of Prosperity Team Hangout. My name is Keisha Bass. I'm so honored to actually work with such an amazing team of professionals that I've really grown to love, almost just like family. So we're going to I'm going to mute out. Those of you who just joined us, we have a full panel. And usually on Monday nights, we kind of share stories and people tell you about how much money they've made using our simple little system to copy and paste items from Amazon to eBay. And tonight we're going to do something. We're going to talk about stories, but we are going to share with you some tips and some tricks for those of you who are already inside our company. But as well, those of you who are not, you're going to want to take out some paper and pen, and you're going to want to write some notes, because when you get started, and yes, when you get started, then you're going to want to go back to these notes that you have taken from tonight's event, and we have something really, really special for those of you who stick around to the very end. Okay, so but you got to stay to the very end in order to get our amazing bonus tonight. So I want to just I got some cool people that that are here tonight with us. I got someone that I actually can only see the top of your head. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it's JoJo. Oh, there you are. JoJo, hi. Sorry, I was only able to see the top of your head, so I was a little concerned there. But we just like to have fun, so don't mind me. I'm not, I always say, well, I'm not a professional speaker, but I am. So I don't know what I can say, but I'm not that serious, but I am serious about making money. Okay, so let's get started, you guys. I got my some rockstar business partner. Miss Kana Kearns is on tonight with me. Kana.
Hey.
Come out, introduce yourself, my dear.
Hi, guys. My name is Kana Kearns. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been a part of DS Domination since September 2013, and I've been loving it. It's been a great business for me. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and this is how I take care of my family, so I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Kana, for coming out, and just jump out at any point tonight, of course, because I'm actually nervous because we have one of the most amazing interviewers and stuff that's on tonight. So I'm always like really nervous when she's on, because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. I just like fumble my way through this stuff, and she's just like so graceful with that. So I'm excited to have my good friend Ms. Valerie Mason on with us tonight. I told her Harpo Studios. Oprah's actually, I don't know if she's walking away from Harpo Studios or what's happening with Harpo Studios. You guys know? Do you guys know about that? Like,
no, I heard something about it, but I don't know.
Really? Dante, do you know what's happening with Harpo Studios? I know you know everything, so that's why I'm like, Dante, what's happening with Harpo Studios? Can you tell us?
I'll call and see.
Okay, thank you. So Dante will put in a call to Oprah. He'll find out exactly what is happening with Harpo Studios, and then okay, he's on the phone now. And because I told Val she should definitely buy Harpo Studios, because man, she is amazing. Like, I mean, so anyways, we like to have fun, as you can see, and laugh. And if you're not laughing right now, then you need to live a little, okay? We'll have Nikki Witherspoon send you a bottle of wine, okay, to help you take the edge off. Okay, so anyway, awesome. Bruce, what's going on, Bruce?
Hey, Keisha, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fantastic.
Did you deliver any jerky today, my dear?
I didn't. It's raining outside, and I just decided to stay in and list on eBay.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
How cool is that? That's really cool. So, with that, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to tell you, we've kind of gathered here tonight. I'm glad that you've been listening on eBay today, because I'm sure that you have something that you can share with our listening audience, our viewing audience, I should say, our viewing audience tonight about eBay and stuff. And you can talk about your business and why did I ask you about, are you delivering jerky and all that. So Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, give you just a real quick thumbnail sketch of who I am and what I do and that type of thing. I started in DS Domination in the UOP in January 28th of 2014, and I simply invested a $20 bill, and when I saw this business, I basically I'd seen my sponsor post on Facebook several times about money she made while she was sleeping and while she was having a life, okay? And that intrigued me, just because I own a conventional business, and if I'm not working it, it doesn't work. And that business, I grew that from basically from zero to about $250,000 in sales in about 3 years, and that was all mainly just grinding it out, hard work, door-to-door sales, distribution, setting up distribution networks, and now I have 12 partners and so on and so forth. And I used to work 7 days a week, and 5 days a week I was setting up distribution routes, and Saturday and Sunday I was working gun shows, and you name it, I set up a booth and I'd work 12 hours a day, standing on my feet selling jerky. So I sell exotic jerky and such, and so it was hard work that first year in a state that I'm not from. I live outside of Dallas, Texas with my wife and our 2 dogs, and everything else that goes on here. And so I knew that there had to be more than just work to be working. And I was very blessed because I have a business and it's prosperous, but on the other hand, you got to have something passive going on, and that's really what I was looking for. And so I invested $20 and watched some videos, and it was kind of a no-brainer. I just started very simple, and I'll give you a couple of tips of what not to do, because I made some mistakes in the very beginning. And one of the things that I decided to do, I was going to try to watch all the training and then go back and take action steps. Okay, not the way to do it, because if I would have watched, that cost me probably about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and I finally just decided that I was going to go back to square one, start all over, and watch the videos and take the action steps as they actually told us in the training videos. And lo and behold, I got results. So anyway, the first weekend that I actually started listing on eBay, I made, and your results will vary, but I made about $400 in sales on a Saturday morning. My wife didn't even know I was doing a business other than my other business. I didn't tell her anything, because I wanted to prove to myself that it was going to work first. And so I just, simply had some fun with it. She kept saying, what do she thought I was just making noise, which I was. It was a cha-ching on my phone. And anyway, so the rest is history. Now, the first several months, I really didn't, to be honest with you, I really didn't like listing on eBay until I made a mind shift and I embraced it versus fighting it, fighting all the steps. And it was amazing how when I changed my mind and changed my mindset, that the results came more easily and quicker. And so today, I'll tell you where I'm at today. With this business, it's been exciting. We were down at the event in Atlanta, and I set a goal. Didn't tell anybody. I just set it myself. Set the intention to list 1,000 eBay listings between now and the next 90 days, between now and the time I go to Chicago. And I did put that on paper. And what I did was I broke that down in reverse, and I divided it by 3 for 3 months. And then I divided it out by 30 days. And if you break that down, that's only 12 listings per day, okay? And if you want to break that down per hour or, whatever, 1,000 looks like a big number, it looks like a huge number. But if you break it down per day and then you consistently do it, it's small, okay? Inch by inch, everything's a cinch, okay? And so that's one of my best things. Now, what I had to do, or what I decided to do, let me rephrase that, because I am self-employed, is I made that systematic, and I put all my spreadsheets and everything that I need, all my Word docs, my software tools, whatever I need, all in one place, so that I can, just jump on it, grab the numbers from Amazon, pull them over, copy and paste, and it goes so much quicker. And I used to take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to put a listing up, and now I can put one up in 5 minutes versus 45 minutes. So it's just because of organization. Probably the best thing I would tell you from being self-employed is that we're on no one's time clock other than our own. And so with that, the clock doesn't matter, because until the job is done, I don't go to bed, okay? And that's, that's really what it takes. It just takes an internal determination that no matter what, you're going to make it happen. So with that, throw the alarm clock away and make your decision, set your intention, your goals, and go out and attack it, and it'll work.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Keisha, I wanted to just say something about two things that Bruce said. And one of those things that he mentioned was that he was a conventional business owner, which I'm saying that a lot. A lot of people are attracted to this opportunity that already have brick and mortar type businesses, and they're saying that just like a regular 9-to-5 job, they're being, restrained to these hours into this business. And so now that they have the opportunity of selling on eBay, I mean, you can be anywhere. I've been traveling. I actually made a move from North Carolina to Georgia while I was listening. My son was in the hospital. I still listed, so you can make money while you're on the go. And I think that's just really, really awesome that we have that. Another thing that he mentioned that I'd like to kind of mention for everybody is about the videos. DS Domination is going to give you a platform and it's going to give you these videos. But what I like, and you all that are on the panel, you can let me know if you agree, but the videos are so short. It's not like, I've been in other businesses where you had to kind of consume this information, and it was a lot of information to consume. And here, the videos are really short. They're to the point. I don't think any one of them are past, 9 minutes long, and you get the information, and you put it into action, and boom, you're done. It's so great.
Here's another nugget, if I might throw one in there. In the beginning, I was a data collector and not an action taker. Okay, and I would caution you against that because I just collected a whole bunch of data and it didn't go anywhere, and I got no results. And at the end of 2 or 3 months, I looked back and said, "Why am I not getting results?" I was beating myself up. And when I decided that I was going to go back to the beginning and quit being a data collector, quit being a reporter, and be a doer, it worked. And I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. So really it kind of cost me 2 or 3 months of just beating my head against my desk until I just got over myself and got myself out of the way, and then it worked.
Nice. I had to write that down. He was a data collector, not an action taker. And so, wow, great points, Bruce. Where do you know, Bruce, can you tell me, your conventional business, were you able to start your conventional business for $20?
No, I started actually with, and it really, my original investment in my conventional business was pretty low compared to a lot of conventional businesses. Mm-hmm. I started with $1,000 and an old van that had about 200,000 miles on it. Okay, and I had to build that. But you either build a business with time or with money, and I built it with time. Okay, because I didn't have a lot of cash to lay out when I started, and because prior to that I actually hadn't worked in 2 years because our son was injured in the military, and I was his caretaker because he was bedridden for a couple of years. And so I had to start from somewhere, and I was a corporate executive for 25 years prior to that, and I didn't want to go back to that world, and I refused to go back to it, still refuse to go back to it, and because they won't let me wear my slippers at work. So anyway, I just decided that if I wasn't going to do it, you know, if it's up to me, or if it, you know, if it is to be, it's up to me. And so that was the decision. And when I started that business, it was literally 110 to 120 degrees in Texas in the middle of the summer. And I went out every single day, and I went out and made cold calls in person in the heat. And, you know, if you want something bad enough, you'll do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
This is a lot more simple.
Right. Yeah, a lot more simple. So I would encourage you all. You guys know I love Facebook, and you guys know I love sharing things on Facebook. So the things that you hear tonight, if you hear an aha tonight, I'm actually to share it on Facebook, tweet about it, and use the hashtag. Right now, if you guys don't know, those of you who are actually inside of Unit of Prosperity, you know that we are in what is called beast mode. So if you find something like the data collector, are you a data collector or are you an action taker? You can actually post that on Facebook. Use the hashtag, put a #, and then UOP beast mode. Okay, so that way we can find the different posts that you all have about these events that we're doing, all the different actions that we're taking to actually help you all as well as ourselves build our businesses. Now, just another announcement while I'm on announcements. We are preparing for an event in Chicago, June 5th and 6th. You guys correct me if I got the dates wrong, but I believe it's June 5th and 6th. We will be in Chicago, Illinois. And you want to get your tickets by going to UOPevents.com and get your ticket now. There is actually a regular, a general admission, and there is a VIP, which is going to include a dance on Saturday night. It's going to be amazing. We have Robert Mercado that is going to be coming and talking about how to launch your own product. It's the Internet Marketing Mastery Conference. So if you want to know how to become a better internet marketer, you want to come and learn from the very best, all right? Learn from people who've already done what you are actually attempting to do. So UOPevents.com, grab your tickets. Jeffrey Combs is going to be there. If you don't know who Jeffrey Combs is and you are in this space, then I don't know how you've missed him, but some people have, right? And we understand that. But if you want to, he's going to be there as well, and he's going to be talking about some things. I don't remember his topic, but I know he's going to be there. And anytime he opens his mouth, it is good. Okay, so let me just say that. Okay, I haven't heard him have a bad day. Okay, speaking. So anyway, so get your tickets, UOPevents.com. Thanks so much for those sound bites right there. All right, Kana, where are we going next? We got some international folks on here, too. You got some so excited.
Yeah, let's bring Bev and Sean out.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, Canada's in the house.
Awesome. Bev and Sean. How to say your last name?
Kesselring.
Kesselring. Okay, I got it.
You got it.
I got it. I saw you guys at the event.
She was at the event.
I'm about to say, I saw Bev at the event. Awesome. So tell us about you. Have you guys been on the Hangout before with us?
No, we've never been out. It's our first time.
It's your first time? Oh, we have to know about, your story. How did you get here? How did you get to the Unit of Prosperity?
Well, Hannah and I have been friends on Facebook for a little while. We had never really chatted, but I had seen her invite me to a hangout just like tonight. And I jumped on and thought I'd check it out. And I said, Sean, you gotta check this out. I think we can do this. And so we just started. So a year ago in January, we started and just paid our $20 and kept going.
Now, you got to understand, though, at the beginning, I was a little apprehensive. I was what you would call positively optimistic. So I don't know if that makes sense or anything, but there was a little bit of skeptic in me because we had been before in other companies as well. So, personally, I thought, here we go again. We're another thing to go through, but let's give it a shot, right? Again, only $20. So Beverly was the driving force on this. So we went in, we started, and a year later, we're still here and we're loving it.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that the Kessel rings are power sellers. They didn't mention that.
They went over that just a little bit.
Right, power sellers.
And so my thing is, you all, I'm excited about you all being here because a lot of people come on our Hangouts and they are international and they wonder, does this work for those folks that are actually international?
Yes, it absolutely does. And it really isn't even that much different. I think it's more, like Sean and I were just talking, it's a mindset.
Yep.
If you expect to go in and just win, you will win. If you expect obstacles, there will be obstacles.
Yeah.
And it's not that we haven't come across things, but we've just chosen to not let them stand in our way.
Now, if you let those things, you know, be a barrier, like Beverly said, it will be a barrier. So even what Bruce had said there, if it's going to be, it's going to be up to me. So you really got to put your foot forward and just keep going. Internal determination is what Bruce said. I love that, Bruce. That was awesome. You know, and it's got to deal with the mindset. You know, you've got to start right off the bat. No matter what, come hell or high water, you have to be bound and determined that you're going to make it. I mean, you can be here in other businesses as well. It doesn't have to be with DSD. But we're here, and this is what we've learned, and this is what our story was. You know, we had to get back into the mindset training again because you're going to have those roadblocks. You're going to have those challenges. You're going to... It's just a given. So you just might as well learn from your faults and just keep moving forward. It does you no good to stay where you are and bumble and complain and whine. Oh, I can't do this, or I can't move forward. You got to pick yourself up. You can't let those blockages hold you back because, again, you know, results will happen if you put the action in.
Good stuff. Well, you could have just kept going then, Sean. I was like, all right then, you go ahead, boy. That was some great stuff, you know, because a lot of people want to look over it, Sean and Bev, but it does take mental toughness to be an entrepreneur, right? And people get in and they see the checks and they see, you know, the results and stuff like that. But it takes a mindset, you know what I'm saying, that when, not if, when the difficulties, you know, opposition comes, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? And so,
you know, and I love the fact that we have the UOP behind us, you know. With anything that you do in business, like if you were to open up a franchise, you're really not going to have that community behind you. But with the Unit of Prosperity, we have this camaraderie, and we have this huge community of people that are all doing the exact same thing, and they're there to help and assist you along the way. I mean, and that's priceless. That's way more valuable than $20 a month.
Absolutely.
I can say one of the big things for me personally that has helped with our success is that we've always kept plugged in. And if we have ever had any questions of any kind, we just keep asking. And if we don't get the answer or somebody doesn't see our question, we ask it again. And, well, Keno will tell you, I message her often, you know, just because I don't always know. And so if you don't ask, you won't know.
See, if you look at yourselves as a electrical plug, where are you going to get your power from, your power source? It's in the wall where that electricity is flowed from. So in order to stay empowered, you have to hook up to the power source. So you've got to stay plugged in. And I'm telling you, we got a great group here with the UOP. And I'm telling you, I thank God for them every day because it's actually gotten me back into reading again when we first started because I'll admit, my head wasn't on straight. I was not thinking of mistakes. A lot of the times I was thinking negatively. And I had to get back in reading again, for instance, from John C. Maxwell, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And that was huge. Another one that's making a big difference in my life is the difference maker, making your attitude your greatest asset. And that, again, is from John Maxwell. Another one for the 4 Hurdles of Life from Coach Dale Brown. One more, if you are ever, I got one more.
No, you're fine.
If you guys are recruiting and stuff, I find this book very fascinating from John C. Maxwell again, 25 Ways to Win with People. It was said to me a while back, you know, you can gather more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. And I tell you, again, it comes right back to the mindset.
Absolutely. Good, great stuff, Sean and Bev. I'm so glad we got a chance to hang out. Hey, and those of you all that are team leaders that have sponsored people, there's something that they said that was key, and I'll have to say as well. As long as I've been, you know, inside the company, I stay plugged in, right? I know what's going on, right? I show up, even if sometimes I'm showing up at Hangouts and things, I'm listening from my phone. Like yesterday, the Winning Women Network, even though just because I'm not on the screen don't mean that I'm not indulging in the content, right? And that's a leader, you know, that's what the leader does. Put other people out in the front, right, and allow them to lead and share and, you know, and teach and do all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you all, you know, sharing that. And like I said, those of you who are team leaders inside the Unit of Prosperity, get your people plugged in, okay? Plug them into the community. I talked to a young lady today, and, you know, some of your team leaders are dropping and rolling, right? You just, you know, like, you know, you stop dropping and rolling, and your people are like, you know, wait, what's going on? Where, you know, what am I doing here? So keep your people plugged in, and those of you who are here, even if your sponsor quits, Val and I know this all too well. You're in the community. You have a community of people that you can connect to and make it happen. So, like my friend Arian Tyson said, you can make moves or you can make excuses, but you can't make moves. Okay? All right. Dante, you gotta go last. You ain't going nowhere near the front. So you guys know we have something special coming from Dante. So. Oh, he's all chilled back in his new furniture and stuff.